Good morning, students. Welcome to our new class of digital electronics. Our today's topic is logic families. The slide shows the different logic families and its classification. Uh, First, the logic family is classified into two categories. First one is unipolar and the other is bipolar. The unipolar category is again classified into PMOS, NMOS and CMOS. And the bipolar family is classified into two categories, that is non-saturated and the other one is saturated. In this non-saturated family, uh, there are two type, Schottky TTL, emitter couple logic. The saturated family is classified into three categories, that are RTL, DTL, finally TTL. The digital integrated circuits or digital ICs are designed using bipolar device or metal oxide semiconductor or the combination of both. There are two kind of semiconductor device. The logic family which fall under the first kind of bipolar logic family and other is unipolar family. What is bipolar family? There are two kind of operation in a bipolar integrated circuit, that is saturated bipolar logic family and non-saturated bipolar logic family. In the previous slide, I explained only the three category of saturated bipolar logic family, that are resistor transistor logic RTL and DTL, finally TTL only. But rather than that, there are other two saturated bipolar families here, that is diode logic and other is integrated injection logic. But this two logics are outdated. That means now we are not using these two logics for the fabrication of IC. First one is diode logic. In diode logic, only diode and resistors are used for implementing a particular logic. Remember that the diode conducts only when it is forward bias. Next one is diode transistor logic or DTL. It is a classical digital circuit built from bipolar junction transistors, diode and resistors. It is the direct answers of diode transistor logic. It is called a diode transistor logic because the logic gate function, example AND, is performed by a diode network and the amplifying function is performed by a transistor. Next one is resistor transistor logic. In RTL, all the logic are implemented using resistors and transistors. One basic thing about the transistor is the transistor is an NPN type transistor that high at input causes output to be low, just like an inverter. In the case of PNP transistor, the low at input causes output to be high. Next one is transistor logic. Otherwise this is called TTL. In this TTL logic family, all the logic gates are built with the transistors only. Next section is unipolar logic family. Unipolar logic family consists of metal oxide semiconductor logic family. They are P-type MOS, N-type MOS, complementary MOS and bipolar MOS and bipolar CMOS. This will be explained in the next class. In this section we are discussing about the features of logic family. First, TTL, that is transistor logic. That is a standard logic family used for longest type. That means the IC fabrication is selected mainly for the long time ICs. That means the production of long life ICs are the main fabrication aim of TTL technology. Next one is ECL, that is emitter coupled logic. It is suitable for system requiring high speed operations. That means this fabrication is mainly concentration of high speed of ICs. And next one is MOS technology, that is metal oxide semiconductor logic. This system is suitable for component density. The main aim of MOS technology is increment the component density. Next one is CMOS technology, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor logic, suitable for system with a low power consumption, especially that VLSI circuits gradually become the dominant logic family. The CMOS is the become the most dominant logic family because of low power consumption. Next topic is level of integration. Level of integration means the total number of components that are fabricated onto an IC. That is called a level of integration. Level of integration is classified into 4 categories, that is small scale integration, medium scale integration, large scale integration, and finally very large scale integration. In small scale integration, up to 12 gates are fabricated on a single chip, and in medium scale integration, 12 to 100 gates are fabricated on a single chip, and in large scale integration, 100 to 1000 gates are fabricated on a single chip. Finally, very large scale integration or VLSI. In this fabrication technique, up to 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh components or gates are fabricated on a single silicon chip. This has become the most dominant IC fabrication technique. Different type of ICs are manufactured based on the components used and the interconnection. These ICs are compared using certain performance specification. The specification of digital ICs are the following: power dissipation, propagation delay, fan in, fan out, input logic level, output logic level, compactability, noise margin, finally speed, power product. I think this section is very clear for you. In this section we have discussed the different fabrication technologies of digital integrator circuits and some specification of digital circuits. Thank you all.